Hello. Hello, 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 hello. 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 Welcome to the stream. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Fluffkins, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fluffkins, can you confirm that the drops are showing up? Can you confirm? Can you confirm? They should be. They should be on the top of the screen. Because I did connect my account. If Fluffkins is in here, that's okay. We can ask her later. It's not easy for me to check. Because I don't... Actually, can I get drops on my own channel? I'm not sure if I can. Oh, fuck. I just discovered my dashboard. That's World of Tanks drops. Oh, I didn't change the fucking game. I didn't change the game. I'm an absolute idiot. Madge! The one thing I forgot to do is change the game. Give me a second. Everything's fucked. The one thing I forgot to do is change the game. What's up, Animal? Welcome. Do I need to restart the stream? Probably not. It does save the VOD weirdly, but it's fine. I can just remember and change it. That's fine. No restarting the stream. Okay, now the drops should be showing. Can you see the drops now? Yeah, there you go. They're working. They're working. Somehow I'm getting drops. I don't. Go away. I guess I should watch my own stream, dude. Extra viewer, dude. Let's go. Can you actually do that? Does that actually count? I don't know if that counts. Does that actually count as a viewer? Should I like always be doing that? Watching my own stream? I don't know. I don't really like doing that. No, I'm good. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if it actually counts or not. Seeing the drops now, hell yeah. People used to say to do it when you were like, you know, if you're like a zero viewer streamer, you should do it. But I don't know if they fixed it or not. I'm not sure. I've never done it, so I don't know. But what's up, Anima Fluffkins? Hello, welcome. The drops should be working for anybody who wants Diablo drops. The horse thing, I don't have the horse thing though. So if you want to get scammed out of your dollars, go do it elsewhere. Don't do it here, because you won't get anything. You'll actually get scammed. I saw a stream where somebody gave 2 subs and they said congrats on your amount. It's like, congrats? Congrats? How's that a congrats? You paid money and you received a product. That's not a congrats. Like, that's just a thank you for your purchase. We're asking as if you'd ever do something like that. What? Are you talking about the viewer thing? No, yeah. I mean, I obviously had the option originally. Oh, it looks so cool. Definitely can tell the difference between medium textures, but it makes the game run a little bit smoother, so it's worth it for me. Congrats on your Lunid skin. I guess so, yeah, if it's limited. That makes a bit of sense. How has the Diablo been for you though, Anima? I've seen you've been playing a lot. What level are you up to now? I didn't mean that in a bad way, by the way. It's cool to see that you're enjoying it, I assume, if you've been playing so much. 54, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, what level did you complete the story roughly at? It'll be different. It's not really spoilers. Curious. Is it like 50? Or do you complete the story and then have to do the I think it's called a capstone dungeon? That's what it's called. I haven't played in a couple days, but V6 short of 50. Okay, yeah. We do have 3 of these story things. They're very far away though, and I still don't have a horse, so we're just gonna be heading towards them, I guess. Like a what? Yeah, I've heard that saying. I guess you haven't. Let's go over here. I want to go meet up with Lorath. I think it kind of fits the story too. Bad shit's happening. Want to go meet up with Lorath. Let him know about all the terrible shit that's going down. So we'll just kind of make our way over there. Maybe do a dungeon or 2 on the way or something. So, how's it been though? Have you been enjoying it, Anima? I assume so, because you've been playing so much. But it could be that you're like hoping it gets better or something. So, curious to hear what you have to say. Curious to hear. Oh, do I have that, don't I? Okay, we can just turn this in. I assume there's more to it, but...
Oh, goodness. You found one of them. Mr. Sprague's works. I thought them lost during the attack. She was quite the scholar, you know. Thank you, kind wanderer. Little remains of her legacy. But these will surely countenance the good this family has contributed to Scosglen.
Is that it? Easy clap. Thanks for the XP, bitch. I'm gone. Oh, that was low.
I need more time.
Alright, I have to remember how to play. There's an event thing. Oh, I have that now. I forgot I have that thing. I forgot I have the cool thing. I got really lucky with the cool thing aspect.
Is someone there?
Do you need help?
What do you need?
Dark all around. Why did Mother go? I don't want to be alone.
Badge. Find their loved one. Oh, look at that. Oh. Still kind of adjusting away from PoE. The PoE. Is that my internet? No. I don't know if that was a computer-based thing or an internet-based thing. Like a server-based thing. PoE approach to combat. What do you mean exactly? Oh, he put down like a bubble.
Low on energy. I'm out of energy.
My energy is sadly really low. I have seen quite a bit more gameplay, actually. I watched some streams and stuff.
I'm out of energy.
What do you know? Kill them before they kill you and actually interact with mobs. That's fair, yeah. That's fair. That is very PoE. I forgot I have my ult. Honestly, feel like we did worse there because that guy was there. No offense to him, but I just feel like the mobs weren't actually grouping up and shit. They were like spread. So it was kind of hard to actually get them killed in time. Also, I don't know if things are tankier when there's multiple people, but it feels like it a little bit. Felt that way for me. Yeah, yeah. It definitely feels like things get a little bit more health. Not like a super major amount, but a noticeable amount. A noticeable amount, just from people being nearby. My character's still holding the bow incredibly wrong, but that's fine. Oh, the fucking Heartseeker arrow saved that deer. It auto-aimed, so the deer didn't die. Oh, he was opening the chest. That's kind of cool. He's like trying to crack it open. Kind of sick. That's kind of sick. The world definitely feels a bit more alive than something like PoE, right? Who's this? Look at the pot. Not like a massive amount, but that's not really what these are. ARPGs are like meant to be, right? But it definitely feels a bit more than PoE. I can definitely, like, it feels a bit more like, I don't know, organic and alive, interactive. God, that increased health buff is no joke. It says increased health, but it's like, it's a lot. A lot of increased health. It ain't no joke. Ain't fucking around. Have you made any other characters? Because I know you
I need more time.
change characters a lot in PoE, right? I'm curious if this game will feel the same way for you. Like you'll end up switching a lot, or if it feels like nicer to stick to one in this type of game. I've been thinking about it. Okay. Can't get down there. Kinda awkward. Let's go up. I feel like going up instead of going down. I realized that movement speed isn't actually as useful in this game because you're going to be on your horse most of the time when you're actually traveling. I realized that my movement speed isn't actually as kind of valuable as I probably think it is. No, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. A lot of trees here. I like Heartseeker with the ults. I think that works really well, the Heartseeker plus ult combo. Because it means that all of my shots do damage, which is kind of cool.
I'm low on energy. I'm low on energy.
Kind of want to try a different ability though, instead of penetrating shot, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to switch, because I can't switch yet. Hello, Mr. Cow. Lucky hit, up to a 10% chance to gain 8 energy. Kinda nice. While moving, you gain 5% increased. I am kind of suffering with energy right now, so I kind of feel like I should get this. Oh, I have that. Wait. Oh, okay, I have it next level. Cool, cool, cool. level. I didn't really find any of them that interesting, to be fair. I think I'm gonna pick the most boring one, sadly. But still, having it would be a nice buff and fun, at least, to have something else. I think I'm gonna finish the story and then see how I feel. I'm gonna do like finish the story, then do some of the endgame stuff and kind of see how I feel, and then probably start a hardcore character, to be honest. Because I'd rather play hardcore, I think. But I don't know. Maybe my opinion will change. But that's just where I stand right now. Is this a... Is this a new area? Is this part of Dry Steps? No, it's still Skull Squim. Okay. Did I get a skill point? No, I didn't. I think hardcore is probably different, right? Like your hardcore inventory than your normal inventory. Excuse me. Yeah, there's like no fucking monsters around.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
That looks like an Altar of Lilith thing. Just that one little spot, although it could be for a quest or something. I feel kind of bad killing a grizzly bear when there's all these fucking monsters around, but I guess they're still dangerous, to be fair. It's just a normal ass grizzly bear, though. This must be for some kind of quest or something. What kind of quest like? I kind of wish that like I could like basic attack to kill like one or two random monsters. You know what I mean? It feels like everything requires a core attack to even kill it. I think maybe that's where like I feel kind of like, I don't know, like the gameplay isn't as smooth, that I have to like core attack literally everything to be able to kill it. Like the basic attack just feels so weak that it's like not, like, I understand the gameplay loop of it, but it just feels like kind of disappointingly weak, if that makes sense. But maybe it's just my basic attack. Oops, I killed that deer. Maybe it's not like all basic attacks, maybe it's just mine. Maybe like my character is weak, or maybe like I haven't buffed it enough, or maybe like rogues is weak, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But that's currently how I feel about it. You good, bro?
Separated.
Yeah,
My
that was
friends were
what we're
cut down. I won't last on my own. I'm not ready. I need more energy.
Also, it does mean that energy is very important, though, to be fair. Do not have the DPS. Clear this fast enough, Sag. Close, though. I need, like... Well, I just don't have the energy. At the basic attack them.
I
Edge. Not fast enough. Pepe hands. I guess to be fair, I should just like, I mean, my basic attacks weren't doing bad work there. It's like some mobs have too much health for the basic attacks to even tickle them. Kinds of enemies that spawn. Okay, fair enough. It's not just me sucking. Let's go. I have to shoot things so many times with my basic attack that it feels a bit weird. Oops. Maybe I just need to place it better though, so that way I'm using my arrow on the target that actually needs it. It's a lot harder. No, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. For sure. It definitely feels like sometimes I can like kill like groups of enemies really quickly, and then other times I can't, and it just kind of depends on what kind of monsters it is. Like some monsters die so fast, and some others take so long to kill. And that's not like a bad thing, but it's just so.
I'm not ready yet.
He's fucking smacking around.
I need more time.
I'm just doing all these things on the way there. All these things on the way there. But they're quite far away from where I am. Ow. I couldn't use my Q there. Why is it always spiders? Spiders are a very common, common RPG enemy. This is true. Pale tongue. I just collected some tongues. Oh.
I need more time.
Not sure that's actually a good thing. I don't really want to carry around a whole bunch of tongues, but you know. Don't some people eat like pig's tongue and shit? Isn't that a thing? Random ass healing well. Interesting. Cow tongue is pretty popular in some places. Man, that sounds gross. These events seem like when another player is around, sometimes they proc like back to back, if that makes sense. So you can kind of like interact with them multiple times. Because it's like it's spawning for the other player, but it has to let you kind of take part in it as well, if that makes sense. So it spawns for them, but then you also get to take part in it, right? So you get to do it like sometimes like back to back. God, these fucking spiders have a lot of health. Cure event now, yeah, it's just free Free eventing.
I'm low on energy.
God, that thing's tough.
I won't forget this, stranger.
God damn.
Thank you.
You gotta be friendly. Friendly to the people I don't actually want to hang out with and would rather turn off so that I can play solo, but you know, gotta be friendly. Here are all these people. Chilling. God, that explosion is so loud. It's kind of satisfying though. I'm like on the fence of turning it down for the stream, but I also really like the way it sounds. I don't think it's too loud. A little loud, but maybe I should turn it down a little bit. Let's turn it down a little bit. Master volume can go down to 60. What is that? Oh, silent chest. Oh, we got red spiders now. What are those? Okay. Just dodge those real easy. They probably hurt like hell though. Let's find out. Yep, they do hurt quite a bit. Very easy to dodge though. I should have some keys, yeah. Cool. So, something else I realized is that there's actually unique items. What I have is legendaries. There is actually uniques like in PoE. But for some reason, these are colored like... Well, not for some reason. It's just a different color scheme. But that confused me. But I know how the loot works now. I know how the loot works now. And uniques are actually rare, it seems. I was watching somebody who's like level 70, I think. And they had only gotten one. So, they're actually quite rare. A lot of spiders.
I need more time.
In like a new area though. I like that everything scales though. Personally, I've been liking it a lot. I've gotten 2 drop ones. Wow, you're luckier than the person I watched. Yeah, they said that they'd only gotten the one guaranteed one and then 1 dropped one, and they were like level 70 something. I like that everything scales because it means that I can do whatever I feel like. Like I can go anywhere on the map I want. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about things not scaling properly. I don't have to worry about like where the game intends for me to go next. Like it just feels very like seamless. Like I can just enjoy my game and play it however I want to play it, which I think is exactly how these games should be. Like, if I just want to go dungeon to dungeon, I can do that, and then I can hop into the story later and not give a shit. You know what I mean? Doesn't, like, ruin the experience. It feels like really, really better, to be honest. But maybe there's a better way to go about it. I don't know. I don't know. I like it a lot. I can kind of understand the sentiment, though, of not liking it. But I personally disagree. We're making our way over here. More Spider-Mans. I like how you can always portal back. Oh, I killed the poor Mr. Crab. So kind of bad.
I'm not ready yet.
Getting like a ton of rawhide from these guys. Oh, another silent chest. Nice. Silent chests don't seem amazing, but it's extra chests, right? Can't complain. Dungeon? Druid, don't really care. Not interested in your druid antics. Briny Cavern. Actually, does anybody know if stuff carries over from softcore to hardcore? Like, is it the same? What sparked your druid hatred? I don't know. I don't actually know. Skittering abominations. These guys are cool. They're kind of like weird body horror shit. That's kind of fucked up. I kind of like them. They're kind of sick. Pestilent Host. These are cool enemies. These are cool. I don't know what carries over between characters, so I can't really say, like, I can't really ask, like, what carries over between hardcore and softcore. 3 of them, and not got anything decent out of any of them, but at the same time, it's cost me less than 1 gamble on it, so it's hard to know what value those chests really are. Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, you know, it costs you less like, you know. Like, I mean, I feel like I get more loot from opening them than I ever would get from gambling, but I've not gotten anything good, so. It doesn't feel like they're very high value chests, but they're still extra chests, right? They give you decent gold and stuff. So. It is kind of, it's like cool to play a new game because like nobody knows anything yet, you know what I mean?
My bags are full.
Wow, bad armor on my pants. Let's teleport back. Like nobody knows like the meta. Nobody knows like proper efficiency, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. It makes it so much more fun. So much more fun when like nobody knows what's going on and everybody's just kind of enjoying their time instead of trying to be like peak efficiency min-max bullshit. I don't know. It feels more like we're playing games again and not like trying to be the best. Not talking about anybody in specific, just like general like gaming community as a whole. When I say like we. But I don't know. It's like a natural thing though. Like I don't blame anybody. It's just a natural thing. That's a good bow. 186,000 though. My bow is kind of falling off a little bit, but that extra attack speed is nice. Max evade charge? Shadow step? I don't use shadow step. A little bit of movement speed. What's mine?
Farewell and good fortune.
Why is it not comparing automatically? Oh, I press shift. Okay. One rank of dash. I don't use that. Energy cost reduction. I do kind of need that, but this is probably worth switching. We can switch those out. Don't need that. What they'd learn their visual testing was cool to see. Yeah, it's cool to see like people like, I don't know, figuring shit out, right? Attacks reduce evades cooldown by 0.6 seconds. Oh, that's actually really nice. That might be better than one evade thing. I like that. Let's go with that. Especially since I use the caltrops as well. And that gives me +2 ranks to caltrops. Those seem nice. Damage to distant enemies, damage to crowd controls enemies. Critical strike damage. This is all nice things. I lose some max life and a little bit of crit strike chance. I like that. Let's go with that. Rank of imbuement skills. Damage reduction from close enemies. 62 thorns. That's all nice stuff too. Crossbow. I don't really care about a crossbow. Armor, dexterity, overpower damage, intelligence. We can just equip those. I don't have anything good there. A little bit of 1.8%. This gives dexterity. That's kind of huge. And a socket. That's better. While injury potions also grant 20% movement speed. Oh, that's nice. Dark Shroud. Extra armor, extra dexterity. Ooh, those are nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll probably just disintegrate all of this shit.
That's for velvet.
I'll sell some of it.
Come back if you need work.
Actually, wait, can you upgrade? Can you upgrade your materials? Is that a thing?
Fair trade.
Oops. Can you upgrade materials somehow? I don't know where you'd go to do it.
I can take common, turn it special.
Alchemist. Okay, I'll go check it out. I have 6 potions now, which is quite nice. You can refine rawhide into superior leather. You can refine iron chunks into silver ore. That's only stuff that you mine though. Okay. I was wondering about the upgrade. Okay. So you can't do that. So if you want the gemstones, like the veiled crystals, then you have to salvage stuff. I like these. Might upgrade those a little bit. think giving something 2 upgrades if it's an item that I think is quite nice is worth doing. It's because it's quite cheap. Elites start dropping them as well. Ah, okay, okay, interesting. That makes it a lot better. Alright. I have sockets on pants. Barrier generation. I don't think I have any barriers, so that's no point of doing that. 28 thorns doesn't seem useful. Healing received and whatever. 2.5 max life. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll just go with that. And then I have a ring. Probably just the armor. Although resistances. Is there, how can I go and see my resistances? In here? Yeah. You can see your resistances. That's kind of nice. The lightning. Just throw in a lightning. Is there not a lightning one? Oh, lightning is topaz. And I'll make one of those other ones as well. I only have 1 dodge now, but it refreshes really quickly, so. Cool. Alright. Let's go, what's his name? Find Lorath. I like Lorath. He's a cool guy. Seems cool at least. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Cool artwork. Once I level up a bit more, I'm gonna try out a different skill. I can't try one out right now. Ooh, if I hit 1 more level though, I get my my thing. I'll do that and then I'll try a different skill. God, those plague swarms are so annoying, it's ridiculous. They're not a threat whatsoever. They could be with other enemies around though, for sure. They kind of like tie you up a little bit. They hit you with the slow and shit. Let's go to that event first. I'm already slow, Rip. Is your base movement speed slower, or do you just not have any like movement abilities or anything? There's no mobility. Okay, gotcha. Interesting.
I don't have enough energy.
Can I get enough from the stuff I've already killed?
I'm not ready yet.
Maybe. Oh, I got it just in time. Whew, that was close. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow, that really reduces your fucking evade cooldown, that's for sure. Goddamn. I like that. I like that a lot. That works really well. That works really quite well. Now he's up there. We gotta get up there. Got these big big creatures. It's kind of cool. Got these like fire-based archers. Kind of cool as well. Definitely some different enemy types. That's cool because I've been killing a lot of the same shit for a while. I was asking for some new stuff.
I need more time.
Last time to get there every time he moves. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know, I've never been much of the Necro archetype, but people seem to love it, man. Like, it's always like it feels like it always has like a cult following.
They can take our land as they please. We must often remind them otherwise.
I don't
See what you can do.
I feel like that's a bug when these like people start talking to you, because like I feel like it's like I'm hitting a trigger that I'm not supposed to be hitting, because like that's happened a couple times where I have no idea who it is who's actually talking to me. Seems like it's bugs. Every now and then you just like hit a voice trigger that you're not supposed to. Nice. A lot of side quests here. We can do some of these. Let's go find the Wrath though.
Can we never have peace? Shouting and cursing all night.
They should run him out of town.
Talking about Lorath? Oh my god, what's he doing? He's sleeping with the chickens.
He's still breathing.
He is lucky to be.
That old man there, he claims to be Horadrim, but he drinks like an ox.
He came to town days ago, looking for a servant of the demon Lilith, a pale man. It seems he didn't like what he found.
I see. I will take it from here.
Who are you?
He and I met in the Fractured Peaks.
He's getting some good
I
beds.
saw his pale man in a vision. If you can believe it.
Enough. He's yours. Just keep away from the bottle, both of you.
Wake up, Lorath. Splash him with the water. Yeah. Wake up, motherfucker. We got demons to kill. We got a city to burn.
You told
Wake
me
up,
to meet
samurai.
you here, Lorath. Remember?
Of course I remember. I'm just surprised you're not dead. Hand me that bottle.
What happened to you?
I was attacked, obviously. By vast quantities of alcohol, wielded by my own treacherous hand. There may also have been a brawl with the goats over this patch of mud, but I like to think I triumphed.
Lorath. Who is the pale man?
I like this guy.
The pale man was Horadrim.
Yeah.
Horadrim. Then you must know him.
I thought I did once.
Oh shit.
name's
It's like
Elias.
Obi-Wan and Anakin.
He was my apprentice.
That makes
He was
Lilith
the one
Palpatine.
who brought Lilith to Sanctuary.
That actually kind of works.
It's possible that I did not take the news very well.
What
That
must
actually
we
kind of
do
works.
Find him. Figure out what he's done. And then
She's
kill him.
cooler? Absolutely.
Listen. There's a woman here someplace.
Why do
She
you
has
say
some
that like
messages
that?
we'll need. And I'm of no use to anyone right now. Could you find her? Enough time has been wasted.
I like how now he's like, no time to waste. But when we weren't here, he was like,
Check
fuck it.
around the inn. Ask if she's heard from the Orbe Monastery.
No time to waste. We got things to do now. Don't worry about me. Sleeping with the fucking fishes. Give me a second. I want to go to the shop.
I need
Or
more
well,
time.
the goats, not the fishes. The goats. Wow, look at that. There's a fucking Legion event all the way down there. Where the fuck is the blacksmith down there? The oxen symbol on the banner represents the resilient and stubborn nature of the people living off the harsh land of dry steppes.
Every day I hear of a new threat in our lands.
Gives me like a Badlands vibe.
What of it? My eyes can only watch so much.
Another rank of shadow imbuement, but meh. I don't really like those other stats. Just gonna salvage all of it. Oh, I don't have to worry about it.
Make the devils pay.
No word from Orbe. Same as yesterday and the day before. But I have something else. Rumor has it a pale man passed through the Abaru Canyon some time ago. Fearsome fellow, dressed in black. After Laura's performance last night, I wager he'll want to know.
Looks like we're going after the Pale Man. The Pale Man.
Oh, Donan. The poor fool never could have guessed that Lilith would come for Astaroth, let alone offer his boy to it. But what does she buy in return? Astaroth hails from the realm of hatred, same as she. Perhaps she left something at home.
That was what she said, right? She wanted back in,
Strange.
or she wanted to get
I wrote
in.
to the Orbe Monastery the day I arrived. The abbot should have replied by now.
Tekrin spoke of a rumor. A pale man seen near the canyons.
The canyons? Why didn't you say so? We go at once.
Okay.
Ugh, but we can't leave Orbe unchecked. Sod it. I'm off to the canyons. You can meet me there or go to the monastery. You seem reliable thus far. Do not prove me wrong.
I don't think we should split up.
The scholars of Orbe devote their lives to the study of forbidden knowledge. To serve the light, we must know the darkness.
I can appreciate that.
Silly
The sound of that.
I wrote to the abbot
Know your
seeking
enemy.
insights on Lilith. His silence is most unusual. The man never misses a chance to speak.
Okay.
Is he insane, you mean? Elias was an exceptional mage. He would plunge through fire and shite in search of the truth.
Shite.
and very
I love the
often
word
found it.
shite.
Whatever truth he has found in Lilith, only he can say the why of it.
Fire and shite. So we need to go to the monastery or the canyon. I feel like we should go to the canyon. We can always go to the monastery later. Alright, what is this? Cutthroat skills. I don't have any cutthroat skills. Pretty sure. Cutthroat is... yeah, so this is dealing damage with Cutthroat and Marksman skills. Cutthroat is Cold Imbuement. Is it these? No. Oh, it's those. Okay, that's really hard to tell the difference. There's Dash, Shadow Step. Because these ones aren't Cutthroat, they're just what I can level up. So that's kind of really hard to tell different. There's a circle around them. Wish it was like a different color, like green or something. Twisting Blades, Flurry, it's all the melee shit. Cutthroat basically just means melee. For like Rogue. So yeah, definitely not those two. So I either have Precision. Critical strikes with marksman skills grant you precision. You gain 4% increased critical strike damage per stack of precision up to a maximum of 20%. When you reach maximum precision, your next marksman skills guarantee critical strike that deals 40% increased critical strike damage and consumes all stacks of precision. Dealing direct damage to a vulnerable enemy is up to a 30% chance to cause an explosion. I don't know how I can do vulnerable though. Because what actually applies vulnerable? This? That's against vulnerable. That's a 30% chance to make enemies vulnerable. So cold could be nice for the vulnerable. I could go for cold-based explosions. I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna reset though. To be fair, Shadow Imbuement's primary explosion makes enemies vulnerable, but that's only off the explosion, and you don't get that many explosions. I mean, you do, but the explosion isn't that big. It feels like. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it is big. Maybe I should get that just to know like how big the explosion really is. Skill always breaks concealment, makes things vulnerable. 2% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. Double this amount to vulnerable enemies. Increased damage to vulnerable enemies. I do like the idea of vulnerable. Would I go with an ice build though? Maybe ice is the play. Flurry hits any vulnerable enemies it'll make. Oh, that's really nice actually. Double this amount if the enemy is vulnerable. Ooh, I do kind of want to be making things vulnerable then. Maybe ice is the play. Maybe ice is the play. Ice doesn't sound too bad. I kind of like the idea of ice. Chance to instantly freeze enemies. I kind of like that. I could respec and go ice. That could be cool. I do kind of like the idea of that. But I like the caltrops. Is there any skills that seem like they... Is there any, like, core skills that seem like they do well with ice? Combo points increase damage and arrows fired. Ooh, I like that. Can you make them increase critical strike chance? 15 energy per cast of rapid fire when it damages a vulnerable enemy. Oh, fuck. That's nice. Increase critical strike damage for 3 seconds after you evade, though. Expand outwards. They ricochet. Shoots more arrows. Chances increase to 100% for arrows that damage a vulnerable enemy or critical strike. Oh. Every third cast of barrage makes enemies vulnerable. I could do... Okay, so I could do barrage. Okay, so I'm starting to see some build stuff here. Because, like, you kind of... I'm getting different aspects of... Like, I can... Basically, I need to get vulnerable from somewhere. Why is there ZZZs above my head? Whenever a single cast of barrage ricochets at least 4 times, your next cast gains 20% increased critical strike chance. Okay, so I'm seeing elements of PoE here. I'm seeing elements of PoE here where you basically need to tick boxes off to make a viable character, right? If that makes sense. And I'm having to choose where I want to tick those boxes off, if that makes sense. Do I want my core skill to apply vulnerable? Do I want my basic skill to apply vulnerable? Or do I want my imbuement to apply vulnerable? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm kind of like ticking these things off, if that makes sense. And you're making choices. So I can kind of see some build there. Definitely not as many choices as PoE, obviously. But I'm seeing a little bit more build variety, right? Like, you're kind of like, you are making a combo. But I definitely feel like they're kind of laid out for you already, if that makes sense. And it's not as much like decision making and more so just like it's like it's not like you're building something, it's like you're making a choice out of a certain amount of things, if that makes sense. It's like it's like a multiple choice quiz, if that makes sense. You have question number 1, you either take 1, 2, or 3. Right? You have question number 2, you either take 1, 2, or 3. And you have question number 3 and you take 1, 2, or 3, right? But you kind of need it all to be evenly distributed over all the answers, if that makes sense. But you can choose any of the answers for each question, if that kind of makes sense. Not a great way to explain it, but hopefully that makes sense. That's what it kind of feels like. I like the ice though, I think. Ice could be fun with the explosions. Because then I could get the explosion gameplay. I kind of like the sound of that. Critical strikes give you precision though. I like Heartseeker. Especially with the Shadow Clone. Do I need I don't know, Rain of Arrow is kind of whatever, I feel like. I mean, it's 100% damage. That's like PoE with skill gems, right? You can see like the effective damage. Some things have higher effective damage. Because yeah, like Rapid Fire is only 30%. Barrage is only 21%. Penetrating Shot is 77%. So it's a lot less AoE, but a lot more damage. Interesting. Heartseeker's 29%. This is 20%. I think that's with upgrades, though. Yeah. Wish I could see what, like, the base level is, but that's fine. Ooh, I like this, though, man. I like the idea of the ice. I saw you said ice build. Who are you and what we do with Ty? I do actually like ice. I like frost stuff. What are the energy cost difference? That's a good question. Penetrating shots 35, 25, 30. Okay. Penetrating shot, that's why I'm having energy issues, I guess, is because penetrating shot's so much more expensive. I mean, you don't think like, oh, 5 energy is that much of a big deal, but it's the difference between, like, that's 15 energy over 3 casts, right? So it does add up. So I do need to be, like, maybe a little bit more, like... But the problem is that I don't like, because I feel like I can't kill anything with just my regular basic attacks. But maybe that's just because my build isn't set up very well yet. I'm not going to go for traps. I'm not going to go for close quarters. I'm not going to go for momentum. So I think I'm either going to go for victimize or precision. I think I'm going to go for precision for right now, but I'm really curious about victimize with making like a frost vulnerable. Well, we'll go with precision and see how that feels in terms of the crits. I'm going to do the main mission, and then we'll come back and do a whole bunch of side quests. That'll be the plan. So let's do that. So we might switch it up. We might switch it up later on, but right now I can't really afford to switch it up, so. I mean, I can't afford, but I want like a little bit of leeway with my skill points, if that makes sense. So that's my stacks of precision. I have 4 stacks right now. Sorry. Edge. I do feel like the crits do work pretty well for like the big penetrating shots, right? If that makes sense. I mean, crits work well with pretty much anything. They're crits. I mean, at the end of the day, just extra damage, right? As long as you build like the chance and the amount of extra damage correctly. But I do feel like it works well with the penetrating shot. Cause like, I guess it's just one roll to crit. I don't know how that works in this game. I would assume penetrating shot just rolls the crit once, whereas something like barrage rolls it multiple times. But it could just be per cast as well. I'm not noticing a crazy difference between my damage or anything. Might be noticeable on bosses and shit though. Maybe I'm noticing like a little bit more damage. It's hard to tell. This?
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, that is just so satisfying. But I can get those explosions with the ice, which makes me kind of tempted to switch away from the shadow imbuement. Because honestly, the ice will be so much defensive as well. I mean, if I actually look, I mean, the ice gives. Oh no, it deals cold damage, so it'll have to do with resistances. But shadow imbuement doesn't do any damage either. It's only when they explode. But it chills enemies. And then that'll be a way to make things vulnerable, which is kind of nice. So that way I don't have to worry about making things vulnerable with any other ability. Like, if, for example, if I took Barrage, I can instead take Advanced Barrage. You know what I mean? And then I'll have 20% increased critical strike chance at all times, which is what this does, basically. Oh, no, that's damage. Okay, so right now I'm not doing increased critical strike chance. It's increased critical strike damage. Okay. I won't notice this as much then. It's just damage. It's not a chance. Because I'm not stacking crit strike chance that much right now.
I'm not ready yet.
So I'm really not going to notice that precision drop that much. That's fine, though. I'm just leveling, so it doesn't, like, my character doesn't need to be set up that well or anything. Hey, I thought there'd be a Lilith Shrine. It seemed a bit weird up here.
I'm not ready yet.
I do like Dark Shroud, though. Dark Shroud I'm a big fan of. I like that damage resistance. It's basically just a full damage resistance buff at all times, which is kind of nice. You'll just get a fairly big... Yeah. Which is nice for bosses. It'll be nice for bosses for sure. But just overall, it's not going to do as much. Did all those things just pop into existence? I think they did, right? I looked a bit bad.
I had hoped to find a witness who saw Elias. Instead, I have a camp of dead merchants. They were slaughtered by demons, that much is plain.
Don't look very demon-like.
Here. We should search the canyons.
Could Elias have summoned these demons?
Probably.
Easily. And assuming he did, he may.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of stupid question that was.
Stay close to me.
He's working with Lilith. Could he have summoned these demons? I mean, maybe we're asking if he specifically summoned the demons, if that makes sense. Not like if he could have, but if it was him specifically. That makes more sense. I like the ult, but honestly I was watching somebody who was also playing Bow Rogue and they didn't have an ult at all. Which made me kind of like, okay, well maybe the ult's not worth it, you know what I mean? Because it is a 60-second cooldown at the end of the day. I mean, that's quite a long time. I could. Oh, wait a second. I have an idea. See, I'm starting to get some theory crafting going on now, which is kind of cool.
A man called Genba.
So maybe the build stuff just opens up later on.
Perfect for
That's why I wanted to wait.
Reminds me of your house.
Because there is the specialization, which means every 100 energy reduces your ultimate skill cooldown by 4 seconds. That could be nice. And then I could take this one that gives me energy. Gain 15 energy per cast of rapid fire. So I could just be spamming rapid fire the entire time. You know what I mean? That could be pretty good. That could be pretty good. And that's a lot of hits as well. 8 arrows. So that could be really interesting, actually. And just have my fucking clone up at all times. Not at all times, but a lot of the time. Definitely seeing some stuff you can do, though, which is kind of cool. Getting more ideas. Oh, I mean, there's aspects on top of that as well. I wonder if there's any aspects that could make something cool happen with what I'm thinking. I think an ice archer is always a cool thing, in my opinion. I mean, if I could do fire, I would. Don't get me wrong. If I could do fire, I would. Like, that's not a choice. But I do like ice as well. Ice is cool. If fire was an option, it would be definitely a no-brainer. But sadly, fire is not an option. Where's this? I don't think I should stand in that. That seems like a bad idea. Oh, but if I take off combo, it'll have less arrows, to be fair. I didn't think about that.
Far too easy. These demons were vermin. I'd expect more from a mage of Elias's ability. Let's search the house.
Yeah, because it only shoot 5 arrows, then. Can I see aspects? From what I've seen of Paragon, it really doesn't do much. Or can I go to aspects? Is it in map? Oh, collection. Yeah. My class, offensive. I mean, lucky hit, that's just a nice one, right? Basic skill, increase the damage of your next core skill cast. That's nice for me, like, right now, right? I have that one currently. Trick shot aspect. But I don't have it unlocked, just on I have an item. Up to a 30% chance to grant 3% increased critical strike chance. That's nice. Barrage's arrows have a 15% chance to split into 2 arrows whenever they ricochet. Only a 15% chance, though. I guess this is the lowest value, though, right? Is that right? Your imbuement skill effects have 20% increased potency against vulnerable enemies. That's quite nice. Imbued explosion around yourself when casting an imbuement skill. 62 shadow damage. Basic skills increase attack damage. Caltrops. Twisted blades.